We are live and back again for all the sports ball talk.
What is that?
It,
What? Oh, shit, boys. That smell, that familiar smell, that smelly smell. Evan, what math did we just do? Because week zero is going to be here in just under one calendar month. Our long national nightmare is over, boys. Listen, I'm so excited. I've been sitting here wondering. Somebody today asked me at work, "Hey Boone, what's the last thing you gambled on?" And shamefully, I said, "The World Cup final." Boys, that was a week ago. We have had nothing but America's pastime since then. And man, I'm
Only a week ago.
counting down the days, looking at week zero. Not just that, Chuck, soccer's in 20 days. We've got EPL
enough of the soccer
kickoff.
talk. Let's talk some soccer. Let's
Listen,
talk soccer.
Evan,
Enough
Evan,
of all this
Evan,
nonsense.
I'm not
Nonsensical sport.
I'm
Evan's
not
had
talking.
a full year.
It's not just soccer, Evan. There's a ball rolling on grass that's not involved in baseball in 20 days. We're so close.
Listen, to me, it's 30 days. It's 30 days till anything meaningful is back in my life, and I'll be happy again with sports.
Should
Enough. I've had my soccer fix for a while.
should we just I've got week zero pulled up.
All right, pull it up
Should we
for me. Tell me about it.
All right, we kick off noon o'clock Saturday, August 29th. North Carolina and the Fighting Belichicks against TCU. A game that everyone thought North Carolina was going to wallop last year. We go right into that versus we got San Jose versus Southern Cal. Can Stinkin' Riley make a brisket that's not dry? Then we've got the ACC game that's not an ACC game, but it's still the ACC. North Carolina State versus Virginia. There's one issue I have with week zero thus far, and any red-blooded college football fan would understand. Hawaii is playing at Stanford. That's
That's
crazy.
fucked up.
That's
That's
crazy.
ridiculous.
Hawaii
Why is
playing a
that
game
not in Hawaii?
It's a free vacation to Hawaii.
I know, and we should be able to watch midnight college football,
Yeah.
Hawaii versus. But just looking at this schedule, Memphis UNLV over. Hawaii versus Stanford, probably going to take Hawaii regardless. Florida State, New Mexico State, minus 30.5. We're getting 30-point spreads, boys. Football's almost here. Until the Super Bowl, we have ball on grass to talk about, whether it's preseason or not. I guess I'm the only one who's excited about ball on grass, but ball will be on grass soon, boys.
I I'm fucking excited. There's no other way to put it, but we got to talk NFL as well because that stuff
Oh,
is heating up. I've seen a
Brother.
lot of
Ooh, a lot of
lot of
stuff
good
going on in
news, a lot of
training
bad
camp.
news,
Lot
a
of
lot of
training camp.
injuries, a lot of quarterbacks getting and let me tell you, there's even just clips that I'm seeing, like the one of C.J. Stroud, which are just kind of
Oh,
giving me the inkling to how the rest of the season's going to go. So yeah,
yeah, he
lots
doesn't look
happening.
good.
did
Just
CJ
that's not.
Stroud did CJ Stroud go from the most aura in the NFL to negative aura? He
He
owes aura
might he
back.
might have.
He. It looks like he's spending a lot of times in the streets of Houston. That's kind of the like I've spent a fair bit of time in Houston driving around. I've been in some rough neighborhoods,
Yeah.
Never
and
been to Houston.
he would be a common sight. I had to do a quick double take when I saw that video coming out. And listen, I'm all for players showing up ratty to camp. I don't think they necessarily need to look like $1 million showing up to training camp. Apart from one position, your quarterback can't
Quarterback,
show up looking
yeah.
homeless. Anybody else, I'm okay with that look, and like I can kind of get behind it. Quarterback, I'm like, I don't like that. Little concerning. What would have really killed if he had showed up with like a grocery bag just filled with clothes. Like that would have just sent me over the edge. Like at that point, you got to put him on the trade block and get him out of Houston. But I don't think listen. I'm not a big CJ Stroud fan. I think the Texans finished third in that division this year.
Yep.
Even
Yep.
with that defense, wow.
Yep.
Hey,
So I
well,
think they have a rough year.
boys, we're obviously going to consider keep our draft series going. We're going to get to that here in a second, but we've got one major piece of news that we've got to discuss. dropped this past Friday. It impacts all of us. Me as a Pacer, Charlie as a Hornet, Evan as a Celtic. LeJon James is going to the Philadelphia 76ers.
I'm
Going to
sad.
New York, playing in Philadelphia, but going
What?
to New York.
Did you see?
What
Did
is-
you see all the? Did you see all the shit?
Horrible.
He's going to New York on like the 8th, or he decided to go to Philly on the 8th month of the year, but he's taking a helicopter from New York, which is an 81-minute flight, on the 24th of something month. Basically, everyone thinks he's going to Kobe himself.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people
Jeez.
volunteering to drive him from New York to Philadelphia as well. I've seen people who are in like VIP drivers offering, because there are some pretty valid beliefs that they just don't want to see him get in a helicopter.
Well, helicopter, like everyone says flying safer than driving. I'm pretty sure that does not extend to helicopters. I think helicopters are potentially
It can.
the most dangerous mode of traveling, right behind hot air balloon.
Well, it's like, hey, let's take this vehicle, put swords on the top, fly those at 600,000 miles an hour, and we'll get to where we're going fast. Helicopters don't get anywhere fast safely. Now that
Yes.
said, LeJon James is a Philadelphia 76er. Thoughts?
So, well, one thing on helicopters, listen, I'm choosing to ignore all helicopter statistics, as I will be taking one to a glacier in Alaska in a couple weeks. But helicopters are perfectly safe in my mind.
Best way to travel.
For me, listen, I love it. Here's why. The 76ers are going to lose in the playoffs miserably this year. It's going to be one of those things where Boston just becomes, who's your daddy again? And we're going to reclaim that crown. You know, we lost them last year. That's okay. We weren't even really supposed to be where we were last year. Now they're going to come in. They think they're all high and mighty. They got our superstar, Jaylen Brown. They bring in the best player of all time. And they're going to get their asses kicked in the playoffs. It's going to be a classic situation where you buy into the process again, and the Sixers just fall short again and again. They didn't do anything to put them over the edge. LeBron's a washed-up old homo who's just going to blow this team up.
Washed up old homo. You know what's been the funniest part about this whole LeBron James thing is how butthurt Knicks fans are. Knicks fans have the
Really?
most
I haven't seen that.
ragged. Oh man, Knicks
Yeah.
fans on Twitter have
They
been.
just won. They just won a championship. Why
I
were they
know.
so?
I know. It's the same thing as Cavs fans when KD went to the Warriors. Like they're already so scared that they're making excuses, talking shit. Just goes to show New York Knicks and New York as a whole is just a pathetic city that we would do better with it sinking into the ground.
So
We
so
tried
where
burning
was
it down
LeBron-
once.
What were the other teams there? It was Golden State and the Miami Heat, right?
In the Cavs.
And then the Timberwolves and the Cavs.
And the Cavs.
Yeah.
T-Wolves and the Cavs.
I honestly kind of like it. I think like it makes
I love
makes
it.
the most sense. I feel like him joining an already pretty good, solid team, and if they can get the best version of Embiid, like it could be a really dangerous team. I'm just trying to think like they got to get past the Heat, they got to get past the Knicks.
The Heat are going to suck.
You think? Even
Yes.
with adding Giannis,
When's the last time Giannis played in the playoffs?
are they done making moves though?
Doesn't matter, dude. Giannis is overrated. When the last time he was in the playoffs and healthy was when they won the championship. That was 2018.
Yeah, I mean, I still think that they'll be difficult with if Giannis and Bam are both healthy, and if they
Yeah.
can get some mediocre weapons.
It could definitely run a tough matchup for some teams too, for sure.
They're
I
going to
think
be
the
like
Magic could surprise a lot of people. I think the Magic could be sneaking very tough out this year too.
Yeah,
You're
that's true.
number 5. I've heard the Magic be talked about. They can't shoot, Paul. They can't shoot, Paul.
Hey, I'm hearing a lot of good things about Jace Richardson out of the fucking summer league. Maybe he's going to turn the corner. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I'm just saying, listen, I'm holding out a little bit of hope for the city of Orlando. I don't know why. I always keep hoping Orlando can get their shit together. It's just a dreadful city, and so maybe they could use a little bit of love in the Magic department. I don't know.
We'll see. I think they're a bunch
There's also the
of
Pistons, but I don't think they'll be
Pistons
as good as
for a
the
team
Knicks
that
or
won
the Sixers.
60 games this year. Nobody has overlooked the Pistons more than all of the NBA. Not a single person is even worried
Yeah.
about what Cade Cunningham, his short ass, and the rest of that Pistons team's going to do. Oh man, college or basketball is gonna be awesome. I can't wait. LeBron James in Philadelphia, trying to get another championship. I love it.
Yeah, I mean,
It
that's
just
what I'm
goes to
trying
show
say is,
Michael Jordan's the GOAT. He did championship chase. That's all LeBron James is good for. Championship chase and pad the stats. All he's good for. Just honestly, I think he's detriment to his legacy. I'm gonna have Kareem above him now. That's an honest take here.
No, it's
For
not.
being such
That's
a
not an
goddamn
honest
loser.
take. That's not an
if he
honest
gets
take.
another one though, like, I mean, what impacts does that have?
There's no world where I'm putting
Nothing.
him above Jordan. No
No,
world.
that's it.
So
You
it's
would
closed.
never
It's
put
a
him.
closed
Closed.
book for
You would never have put him above Jordan, regardless, because he used to whoop
Well, he's
your
not the better
ass.
player, yeah.
He's better at literally every single part of basketball.
I mean, if he gets another one, what is that? Four championships with four different teams, or I mean, five championships with four different teams.
He's six.
And he was the
Right?
best player on maybe one of them.
He's the best player on every single team he played on. No,
No,
that's
false.
the
Wait,
craziest.
does he have 4 or 5? I thought he had 4.
Four. You're right. You're right. So it'd be five with four
2 with
teams.
the Heat, 1
Yeah.
with the Cavs, 1 with LA.
You're right. You're right. You're right. He's he's the best player of all time. It's like it's Evan. Remember last time you disagreed with me on a take that was physical.
You're not getting me this. I know basketball. You're not flipping on the Jordan
Cristiano-
LeBron one. That's
Cristiano
happening.
Jordan. Cristiano
Not
Jordan.
happening.
Since
Not happening.
since
Not happening.
but all things aside, since when has moving teams been like I don't understand this whole conjecture that like you've got to be on one team for your whole life. Jordan was drafted to a super team against a bunch of guys who were bad at basketball. One guy who was bad at following the rules and molested a 14-year-old. And everyone's
Listen.
talking about how Jordan was the best thing since like Jordan is great. Second best player of all time. But Jordan
You're
would
just
get
championship
boxed up.
chasing. That's all it is.
Who
Like
cares?
building.
The whole point of playing the game is to win
There's
championships.
something to be said for
Stop
building
it.
and growing with the team and developing
Stop it.
around that team.
How-
There's
how-
something to be said for that.
How many Super Bowls does Tom Brady have?
But at
6,
this age,
7.
he's no
So
longer the
why-
main guy.
Why does it matter? Brady went to the Bucks on his own volition.
That dropped him down a little bit for me.
Stop. You're just.
I think it's
ridiculous.
I
Drop him
think
down a
it's
little
different
bit for
though.
me.
Like,
However,
That's
this is
what-
a little bit different because he had to prove it was just Brady, not Belichick. So that's a little bit of a different situation.
People are forgetting how bad the Lakers were when LeBron came and saved them. Cavaliers
I think
were
it gets
not
different
in
as
the
he gets
fucking-
older. Like
Yeah,
he's
I thought
becoming more of a
Austin
role
Reeves saved
player.
him.
He's going to be the third best
Good
player on that
year.
Sixers team.
He'll be the second best player.
Dude, if Embiid's healthy, like they're going to him.
Embiid is the
to-
fifth best player on that team, and you know goddamn well that's the truth.
That's true.
Jaylen Brown is
I-
better than LeBron,
Yep.
then Tyrese Maxey, and then you have a shout between Edgecombe and Joel Embiid.
I
That's it.
guess like
And you know
I
I'm right.
agree with what you're saying to some extent, Evan. Like I think what Durant did with Golden State, like yeah, that's ring chasing. But like LeBron James at what 49 years old or however old he is, going to be like or basically like a not the star player on a team to go try to win a championship.
He's
and,
41 years old.
It makes sense. I think it makes sense like at this age.
Listen, I'm
41
not necessarily.
years old.
Okay, here's the thing. I'm not necessarily hating him on doing it this time in his career. It's just the history of him doing it his whole career.
Oh,
That's it. That's it.
stop it. Oh, stop it.
That's it. That's it.
If he was,
Before we get
I'm not angry. I'm not angry. The
Right.
goat's about to win another championship.
I do have to just say this though, like I think it's smart getting away from OKC and Spurs because like with Tobias Harris going to Spurs and the way OKC always are, like I think
I don't
going
know,
to the
man.
East is
the
smart.
East is a way better conference than the West now. The West have the top
But
two. The East is the best
of the
conference.
West, the best of the West, those two teams are still, in my opinion, like going to be better than.
I mean, the
I don't know.
Spurs might be bad next year.
The French lost to the British, so like I don't know if we can really take that country as like a real place.
That is true. That is true. But the British have no basketball players, so.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The French lost to them still. Pretty bad.
All right, back to football.
All right, y'all want to jump into this draft? Y'all want to do college or NFL first?
Yeah, let's start with our college draft, and then let's jump into a little quick Gamecock talk a little bit,
right.
preseason wise.
So for those that weren't with us last time, we're drafting players that we would love to relive their peak. Only two rules: They have to have been their peak had to have been in your lifetime. They kind of had their peak on your team. I have no idea where we got stopped or started in the draft. I believe I went first on the last one, if I'm not mistaken, on the last NFL one. I don't know if that's
Yes,
true or not.
No, I think you went second. I think Charlie went first.
I thought I was second.
Oh, okay, yeah, that sounds right then. So Charlie's first, I'm second, Boone, you're third.
All right.
Hey, question for we said this you can use a tight end as well.
Yeah, I feel like we should all have to have at least one tight end, but I know we didn't. No. Okay, so
Not for college.
Okay,
Not college.
All right. All right. So our top 5 draft of college receivers / tight ends. You'd want to relive their hype. Charlie, I think the buck kicks to you first.
Oh man, 1-1. Randy Moss.
You were
His
not.
call.
You were not.
Yeah,
you were not watching Marshall football.
What do you mean?
Who is the quarterback on that Marshall football team, Charlie?
It doesn't mean I can't. The game is to relive his hype.
Watching Rand University does not count.
Yeah.
No.
How does it not count?
You're not watching Randy Moss like the one you can't use.
Yeah, you can use it for NFL for sure.
I'm reliving his hype. Okay, all right.
Like, you have to have watched it live.
You can use that for NFL, not for fucking college.
All right, fair enough. Then honestly, Devonta Smith.
That's fair.
All right.
All right.
And guy's been in like the last 100 years. I feel like as a wide receiver.
The best college football player of our lifetime.
Fuck you.
Michael Crabtree.
Fuck you. I knew that when I wasn't first or second, I wasn't going to get that one. All right. Michael Crabtree. Same, without a doubt, without even a thought. But Devonta Smith was on my list.
He did get a Heisman, so.
All right.
Devonta Smith's numbers are ridiculous.
Devonta Smith was a fucking problem.
And just accolades in general.
I'm gonna take a tight end number 1, and it's the best tight end I've ever watched play college. It's because I want him, Ev. I see your face. I've got 2 back-to-backers. I'm gonna take Brock Bowers, Georgia fame.
I don't even know why. I don't even know why I missed him.
But,
we just said we weren't doing tight ends.
No, I asked if we have to do tight ends. Have to do one tight end, and Evan said no. This was wide receiver / tight end, so you don't have to pick a tight end. You can if you want. I'm gonna go Brock Bowers, and man, I want to go. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take Jamar Chase. 1 year at LSU, was the most unstoppable player on that team. The best offense I've ever seen in college football. I'm gonna take Jamar. I would love to watch that guy play football again. In that LSU number 7. Ev, back to you.
Give me Larry Fitzgerald.
Did you watch Pittsburgh Larry Fitzgerald?
I did watch Pittsburgh Larry Fitzgerald.
It's my first ever.
I don't remember a ton of it. I wish I could relive it.
That's fair. It's one of my first ever football card. Larry Fitzgerald rookie card, Pittsburgh. Chuck, the buck is to you.
Do I get 2?
You do get 2.
Okay. We're gonna go with Justin Jefferson. Just insanity. And then my second one might be a little surprising, but just I think I might have been like a freshman or even like a senior in high school, but it was just such an electric run. Mike Evans.
Yeah. Wow. Good. It wasn't on my list, but great call. Great call. People forget he was the reason Johnny Manziel went where he went.
Dude, he would just toss that shit up, and Mike Evans would just be there.
Potentially the most disrespected NFL receiver of all time as well.
Oh, he's up there.
Ev.
I'm sorry, who'd you take before Mike Evans? I got a text in
Justin
that.
Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson.
Okay. All right. Partially, I'm just taking this name. I mean, I'm just gonna do it. The fucking highlight tape. Tavon Austin.
You bastard.
That was my next pick. I couldn't take him 1 or 2, but like 3.
I thought it could have.
No, over Brock Bowers and Jamar Chase. Oh man, all right, great pick, F. Great pick. All right. God, Ev, your list is good. I'm gonna go with oh God, Ev, that would have really made my list look good. I'm gonna go with a guy who was a little bit slept on. Pete, the ball knowers of past might not remember him and how electric he was, both in the I think just in the Big 12. But well, there's a couple.
I know you're about to pick. You're gonna take my pick.
There's a couple of them. Give me. Give me Justin Blackman.
All right. Yep. Yeah.
A guy that people forget because he was such a burnout in the NFL, but unbelievable. It looked sick in the Oak State jersey. Was he number 80? No, he's number 1. Just looked great. Stillwater, sky's the blackest. And then I'm going to take a guy that I watched play high school football. As for those of you that are new here, my dad's a college football coach, and we went to recruit another guy on the team this guy was playing. This player in the championship for Virginia, up in Culpeper, Virginia, had 2 kick return touchdowns, 2 pick sixes, 3 catches, 2 touchdowns, 98 yards. Percy Harvin. The only good offensive player on that Florida team, in my opinion. Yeah, you heard me. You heard me.
Now you got Jeff Demps.
Jeff Driscoll?
No, Jeff Demps.
I hear you're talking about. Ev, back to you.
Another guy out of Big 12 here. And, maybe it's a little bit of bias because I just fucking loved the calls when this guy would catch a touchdown. Give me Hollywood Brown.
Okay.
Just so fast. Terrorizing secondaries.
Chuck, you got your last 2.
Last 2, give me Amari Cooper and OBJ.
Okay.
I don't remember much OBJ at LSU.
OBJ started out as a running back because they didn't know to put him on that team. Number 23. He's a beast. Ev, your last pick.
And then I actually, I said it wasn't mandatory, but I am going to go there. Give me Kyle Pitts, tight end out of Florida. Just unbelievably exciting tight end. Who, I keep saying, another guy I keep saying, kind of is poised for a breakout. He keeps holding out. He gets a little bit better. He has those flashes in the NFL. Hasn't quite broken out yet. I think this year could be the year for him. We'll see.
Man, I'm excited to hear some of the honorable mentions, but I got to go with the guy that I thought was going to be the goods in the NFL. Never panned out. I would have taken him as the best receiver in his draft. CeeDee Lamb went over him. Jerry Jeudy was one of the cleanest, most complete receivers I ever remember watching in all of college football history. Boys, I got a real who's who on my honorable mentions. I don't know if anyone else does. Receiver had a lot more players for me to pick from than the running back one. Real quick, D'Anthony Thomas. I just felt like I couldn't take him after you took Tavon Austin. D.D. Westbrook, that's who I would have taken over Hollywood Brown. D.D. Westbrook was unbelievable.
Deebo Samuel.
Deebo, yes, Charlie's still learning the rules of the draft. Des Bryant, obviously, Des Bryant had a better career than Justin Blackman, but he wasn't as good. A guy that I was really close to taking, Streets will never forget, Jeremy Maclin, Missouri. Unbelievable player. AJ Green.
Do you guys remember Megatron?
I didn't watch enough of Georgia Tech, so I couldn't.
I didn't really see. That's why I didn't put him. I have him on my list, but I didn't watch a lot of them.
Yeah,
he was sick.
I remember him on top 10 plays.
Yeah, I remember tuning into his highlights more after he was drafted because I was like, why would you take a Georgia Tech receiver? AJ Green, obviously unbelievable. Trendon Holiday, another guy that I wanted to take, but you took Tavon, so it felt like. And then Vernon Davis, if y'all remember Maryland Vernon Davis. Remember when my dad was at William & Mary, Vernon Davis was going to put his armpits to the rim on them. One of the more athletic tight ends of our time.
I had Marvin Harrison Jr. He was exciting. A lot of good, real exciting players come out of Ohio State here in recent years. He was kind of the most exciting one on that list. Jeremiah Smith is going to be the number one there.
Jeremiah would be the first overall pick in this draft if you did it like 2 years, in my opinion.
Yeah, and then the rest, I had all those other ones you just listed as well. But yeah, a lot of good wide receivers. I think Corey Davis,
Western Michigan.
Yeah, I didn't watch a ton of him, but I do remember tuning into some of his games, and he just put up ridiculous video game numbers.
You know who I also had that I don't think he was really worthy of top 5, but I loved watching him play recently. Lab McConkey.
Yeah. See, he
was just so good. He was just always good. He's doing the same thing in the pros. He does the same thing in the pros he did in college. He's just fucking Mr. Reliable. Just always open. You should call him fucking 7-Eleven.
Oh man, I'm excited for the NFL one. We'll get to that when we close the show. But boys, football's almost here. Where should we go? What do we talk about? What's next?
As you guys have taken a while to get into football, my Gamecock knowledge consumption, it's getting a little rambunctious. And I've watched so many reviews of our schedules, breakdowns of each game. And something I've come into the offseason, very concerned with is, once again, South Carolina has a tough schedule. They do. But boys, when you really break it down, look at the numbers, and look how the schedule's set up, it's very much in South Carolina's favor. The schedule's not nearly as tough as you think it is, just from an opponent perspective, but also just the scheduling and when the games lie really played a huge advantage for us. So I am really excited about the schedule. I think it's very reasonable to open up the year 4-0. And then you're off to a rolling start.
5-0. I think if we don't start the season minimum 4-1, it's gonna be a bad season.
Yeah. 4-1's a must. 4-1's a must. You can potentially lose that game to Bama, and then you just gotta beat Kentucky.
It's at Bama. There's no shame in losing at Bama, but Bama's there to be taken. You've got Kentucky, and you've got at Florida. Who knows what's the guy from South Florida's name?
I don't even know.
Oh, fuck. It's the little ginger guy from South Florida. You've got him, and then, Tennessee, who knows what they look like, who's their quarterback, but the end of the season, that's where things get hairy. You got at Oklahoma, home against A&M, at Arkansas, which I think is going to be the game the boys go to this year. Then we have Georgia right before Thanksgiving, which is new. I've never seen Georgia this late in our schedule.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's what I like about this schedule. And usually when we have Georgia on the schedule, I feel like Georgia's almost where we have a flip-flop of the who do we open with? We open with Kent State. That Towson game is usually where we play Georgia.
The Golden Flashes.
And then we'd have the Towson game right before Clemson. And I think this plays to our advantage. I think this team there's a lot of still moving parts early in the year, so it's going to be good to have these two cupcake games, Kent State, Towson, to start the year. Kind of get the offense going, get the confidence built up, get that, Mississippi State game that I really do. I'm happy it's our first.
I think I'm going to go to the Mississippi State game.
So we don't overlook it.
Yeah.
I might as well, Chuck.
And then you got to then you have Alabama. We have Georgia late in the year. And listen, you theoretically go into that Georgia game needing to win one game. We could need to win Georgia or Clemson to get into the college football playoff, very realistically.
Beamer's back's against the wall. This is the year to do it.
Yeah. I mean, here are my two. I think we get 2 losses this year. That I think we lose at Oklahoma, and we lose to Georgia. Those are my losses this year.
You think we beat Alabama?
I think we do beat Alabama. I think we go into Tuscaloosa and kick the
Texas
brakes
A&M.
off Alabama. I think it's a statement win, 2-touchdown win against Alabama.
Yeah, we might have to go to the A&M game that's in Columbia.
In the A&M, listen, you can say what you want about A&M and stuff. We have A&M something. Looking at the game, I'm not going to talk about. We have their number. We have their number. We have their number. I'm not scared of A&M. That's just a game I'm not going to. I refuse to be scared of. Refuse to be.
So I know we'll get into our full Gamecock breakdown when we have our special guests join the show, but there's one guy and one guy only that has me jacked up for Gamecock football, and it's not Dylan Stewart, and it's not Lenora Sellers, and it's not any of the receiving core. Evan, I know you know who it is, but Chuck, do you know who our new messiah is for Gamecock football?
No, let's hear it.
His name, and this is for the people out there on YouTube, his name is Matthew James Fuller, number 28. The best running back we had on the team last year. He is going to lead us to the promised land. 1,200 yards, 15 touchdowns. Matthew Fuller, book it now. This guy's unbelievable. He just understands ball. Yep.
Jessup, Georgia.
Jessup, Georgia. This guy's unbelievable. He didn't get enough playing time last year. Evan, I'm too, like you. It's August, so my confidence is out of the screen.
Yeah. And I'm hearing great things about the offensive line. It's a lot of moving parts.
It's 8 new linemen, right? It's 8 new guys.
And they're saying, like I'm hearing, I saw something today, they're like, yeah, we're just hoping this team's better than last year's offensive line. There's some guys like, they might have one of the better offensive line groups. That's the problem. There is a big swing. He's like, offer then, could be one of the better groups in the SEC, which is, if it's that upper echelon, that's scary. Matthew Fuller, who's getting comparisons to Marcus Lattimore coming out of the locker room. So he won a spring player of the year. Apparently, they just can't tackle the guy. He's just bouncing around. Yeah. And you love that. We have a good defense. So when he's dominating our good defense in spring games and in practice, they have to tell him to tone down its points so the defense can get looks. And then Christian Clark also looks apparently amazing. The running back room is apparently the room that really is jumping for us this year, that really is doing a whole 180. Like, confirmed better.
I'm excited to see on the other side of the ball as well, Dylan Stewart, like a healthy Dylan Stewart, especially going into his junior year. I just feel like it could be like an absolute peak for him going into this draft.
But don't let this get conflated either. To me, this is more of a statement of where the program is than anything else. Dylan Stewart is going to go to the NFL next year. I'm pretty sure we can all book that. He's done his 3 years. Dylan Stewart has been a number 5 D-end edge in college football since his freshman year, and we have held on to him. That, to me, is as much of a statement of where the program is than anything else. A guy like Dylan Stewart doesn't – but Sellers was never – like his freshman year, he was great. Last year he was fine. Dylan Stewart's a guy that every program in America has wanted or wants since he was a senior in high school, if not before. And he has stayed at South Carolina. I still think it's hilarious that the way he plays. He's from a school called the Friendship Academy. I still find that utterly hilarious. But keeping hold of a guy like that through his entire college career, that tells me more about the state of the program than anything else. I don't know if y'all feel the same way.
Oh, he's definitely a star, and it's impressive. We've got, I guess I meant with Sellers, the financial rumors that were behind that, and I think he's got $10 million thrown at his face, right? You see a lot of guys leaving real quick after a bad season once they, get 4 times their NAL contract.
And I think that's what Boone's saying too, because that money was thrown at Stewart. 100% that money's thrown at all these guys.
To go play at Alabama, Ohio State, any of these big time national programs, and he stayed. I mean, it goes to show, to me at least, that the program's in the right spot. We just got to make sure that you don't blow it, because I think this is if we don't win 8 games, this is Beamer's last year. Would you agree?
8 games before a bowl game, yes.
Yeah, 100%.
And I don't think 8 games, in my opinion, I don't want to keep Beamer if they're bad at 8 wins either. If there's a few really bad losses in there, I can't have him around. Like, there's too many bad losses on his resume to keep him around for this program if he has multiple more bad losses and we don't get 9 wins this year. It's
Um,
incredibly reasonable.
yeah, I agree. It's got to be 8, and I'm excited to see this new offensive coordinator as well. I feel like that was a
I
big pain point last year.
I just want a fun offense. I want the SEC offense that Kendall Brown or the Clarence offense I've always wanted as I've on. Let's fucking sling the football. Let's go fast. Let's have some tempo. Let's keep defense on. We are so much more athletic than most defenses. Let's keep them after the guard. Like, let's just go at them. We don't do it.
100%. And
We,
last
we've
year,
never done it. We don't plate, and that's what the whole claim to Kendall Briles is, fame is and his success. He plays to his quarterback strengths. I mean, look what we did with KJ Jefferson 2.5 years ago. I mean, if he was out KJ Jefferson, I mean, Lenore Sellers is just a perfect version of KJ Jefferson. So, what?
far more
We
athletic.
can't do
Yeah,
that again.
I agree. And it felt like with the Dow year, they just ran Sellers. Like, hey, quarterback draws, quarterback options, whatever you. And then last year, it felt like they were trying to progress him as a passer, and I get that. And you want to like make the offense more dynamic. I've never seen our offense as dynamic as that freshman year with Sellers when the defense knew he was going to run the ball, and there was nothing that they could do about it. Don't bottle Sellers up. Let him run.
No.
Let him get out in space. He's so much more effective there than he is. And we've never had the offensive line to protect him for
Well,
real pocket passing.
even last year, I felt like they could have benefited so much from some tempo. We were so fucking
Yeah.
slow
Yeah.
running plays. It's like then they could set up, get into position to cover Sellers, cover the receivers. If we just went fast and we're running quick plays, that does so much when you have a dual threat quarterback, especially in college football. And for whatever reason, we just weren't going that direction. And it was almost like, here's how I view last year and what I think Shula was doing. Shula was running an offense that was for Sellers, but it was for Sellers' development so that he could be ready for the NFL. And although I do appreciate that, one, it was just a complete and utter failure. But two, it just wasn't what the team needed to be
Cowardly.
successful. They didn't have the right pieces in place to do that for Sellers.
And we-
The line wasn't good
we
enough.
couldn't block,
The running
yeah.
game wasn't nearly good enough. And it just didn't benefit anybody at all at the end of the day.
Wait, has Hard Knock? This is random. Has Hard Knock started?
I think so. Yeah,
I don't know.
pretty sure.
Huh. I guess it started last week, so we should have knew.
Should we talk NFL? I just
Yeah.
I mean, that was kind of all I had for college football. I mean, talk
Same.
game talks a little bit. We'll do we'll do a game by game breakdown as a group here probably in the coming weeks.
Yo,
yeah,
yeah.
that's good. Yeah,
The NFL, yeah. We're in big time pup list season right now. I don't know if y'all's teams have been impacted by the pup list, but we've got a couple on the Colts here. Alec Pierce is officially on the pup list. I gotta be honest, I don't care yet. I don't care about who's on what list. As long as Daniel Jones has been hanging out with Jason Tatum every single day, all offseason, and whatever formula he's got shot up into his Achilles, Daniel Jones has also been getting shot into his. I just don't really care. What do y'all think? What's your NFL buzz?
I mean, not sure if you guys have seen how the Panthers camp has been going so far, but Nick Scorton out for the season, ACL tear.
Damn, I did not see that.
One of our most promising, defensive ends. And Brazel, the wide receiver that we just drafted, I think he was from Tennessee, perhaps. Looked incredible. Was really excited for him. He's also gotten hurt. Now we're getting conspiracy theories eerily similar to the 49ers stadium, where we've actually found out that next to the Panthers training camp, there is a massive power station. So
Wait, in Charlotte?
read into wherever they're playing. I need to find out, but
They're in Rock Hill, I
saw the
believe.
conspiracies already. Yeah, it's probably there. So yeah, we're already off to a pretty poor start, but I know there's been some other injuries, just not as bad.
Who right now, True Serum. Who do you? I was listening to a podcast the other day talking about Super Bowl odds. Who do you think will be the worst team in football this time in January?
Jets.
Cardinals.
I think it's Cardinals as well.
Cardinals are going to be bad.
I don't think the Cardinals, because they're the worst. I think the worst team is going to be the Dolphins, but the Cardinals.
Oh,
Dolphins will be bad too. It's going to be some real bad teams.
The poor Arizona Cardinals have the team with the number 1 Super Bowl odds, the number 2 Super Bowl odds, and tied for 4th best Super Bowl odds just in their division. That's brutal. Poor Jacoby Brissett is going to be going up against this Nick Manwari and the boys in Seattle, Myles Garrett and the boys in L.A., and then like when he wants to take it a little bit easy, he's got Fred Warner and the boys in San Francisco. Like, poor guy.
yeah.
It's
A hungry San Francisco 49ers team.
Yeah.
Did you guys see in other news Baker making a bit of a making some comments on his lack of a contract?
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Do you think he's a franchise quarterback? Do you pay him, or?
I mean, I'd pay him something.
It wasn't just a few years ago. He was like,
where do you
close to being a life insurance salesman.
Where do you think Baker? Where would you rank Baker right now of NFL starting quarterbacks?
I mean, he's like right on the top 10 looking in.
I've got
outside the top 10.
I'd put in there a healthy Baker. That's the thing. Like, I feel like he's banged up so much because of his playing style.
I've got him 12 to 13. 12 or 13. I don't know. And that's just me thinking off the cuff. But like Evan and I went through this the other day. Top 10 quarterbacks. Baker's not there to me. And as long as the Bucks have Todd Bowles at the helm, I think you should be feeling pretty good. Honestly, Charlie, if I'm a Panthers fan right now, I'm looking at the Saints more than I'm looking at the Bucks.
Chris Olave, 4 years, 132 million.
I saw that. Oh. Chris Olave, for having his brain
scrambled. The wide receiver market's going crazy.
For having his brain scrambled more than a fucking Waffle House diner, Chris Olave's numbers are pretty phenomenal, with pretty much no one ever throwing the ball. And I think Tyler Shuck is good. I think the Saints could make some noise. I think the Panthers, just by the sheer factor that they are kind of looked at as one of the 2 favorites in that division, makes me a little nervous for them. I think the Bucks. I think Todd Bowles could be the first coach we see fired this year. That might be my hot take.
I don't know why
they
kept him to begin with.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Well,
did you guys see also Kirk Cousins is starting instead of Mendoza, so he's going to be taking the hits.
Those 2 people are the same exact person to me.
Older version.
They both shop like Mendoza got into town and Kirk Cousins goes, "Come here, boy. I'll show you where the Kohl's is." Like they're department store boys.
Speaking of contracts, though, and best players in the NFL, Christian Gonzalez apparently offered the largest contract in quarterback history. So I'm a little concerned that hasn't been signed yet. I don't know exactly what's going on there.
I can tell you exactly what's going on there. His agent also represents Witherspoon at the Seahawks. So he's getting Witherspoon paid first, and then he can get Christian Gonzalez paid as the highest paid. That's what's going on.
Who's a better quarterback, Pat Surtain or
Surtain?
Christian Gonzalez.
Surtain.
So right now I have to give it to Pat Surtain, but it's close. And this year, Gonzalez is going to jump him. Gonzalez is jumping him this year.
We saw how
you're dirty Map's going to say it, dude. You're dirty Map's going to fucking say it.
I love
Christian Gonzalez.
I love Christian.
Best corner in the NFL.
Pat Surtain is the best cornerback in the NFL.
No,
I love
Christian Gonzalez after the Super Bowl. Put his name in place.
All right. After the Super Bowl, y'all aren't going to be back in the Super Bowl.
No, this past Super Bowl, he had the best game of anybody on the field.
Well, yeah, for the Patriots, maybe. Kenneth Walker had a pretty good game. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, he didn't do too bad. Speaking of defensive line help the Patriots team, what a bad draft pick by us taking some injured schmuck out of Illinois who's still getting back ready to play. To be honest, I think we should be able to sue him. And I think he should have to play. I think he should pay us to play. He should have to pay rent to come to the facilities for not disclosing an injury. And also, we need to fire our scouts who didn't know this schmuck was injured.
Yeah, give us.
I really do hope he's good though, and I can take all the spend.
Was he actually injured?
I don't know. I'm not familiar with this guy.
So the Patriots drafted this guy, Gabe Jonkis, out of Illinois.
Yeah.
And apparently he's got a bunch of knee injuries, and he had knee surgery, and we didn't know about this, or we did know about it and just played stupid to the media. But he's probably not going to be back for week 1. And it's like there's so many good defensive linemen to take in the early to mid second round, and we need help right now on the defensive line. We need that week 1, and now this guy just fucking injured and is progressing well to return. Like, how is this not disclosed? Apparently, there was hidden injuries that we weren't aware of. He had a minor surgery that wasn't disclosed to our staff. Well, one, we get better staff. Figure that out.
Yeah. That's
Two,
a staff problem.
But also, this guy's got to close that shit. So I really hope he wins Rookie of the Year. Otherwise, he's on my shit list. So we get drafted a lineman out of Illinois. Fucking disgraceful.
So y'all got any hot takes? Y'all got any hot takes for me? Because I got a couple of takes.
I just do have to comment. That just reminded me, Evan. Speaking of hiding things from the media and potentially hiding injuries, did you guys see all that Kyle Shanahan stuff? I mean,
Dude,
what was it? What was that about? Like, he got messed up in that car crash,
and
then
time I hear, it's worse every time I hear something new. Like, he almost lost his eye.
Yeah, like no one reported on it, which is kind of weird. I don't really know what to even think of it, other than it's just kind of a weird.
Apparently, he came out and said, "This was my fault. I was reaching for my phone."
I saw that.
From what I've gathered, he crossed the line and hit somebody head on.
Well,
yeah, and wasn't buckled, I think.
Yeah,
he had 40 facial stitches. His face is gonna be fucked ass up.
Yeah, just like, and I mean, I bet you. I wonder. What I want to know is how many days before the Tony Romo incident happened, because we got to talk about that too.
I'll call my lawyer.
AI. I'm a carbonist. I'm a carbonist by trade. If you don't leave a carbon footprint, I'm out on you. AI, you've won me over this week because the AI footage that's been created of Tiger Woods and Tony Romo driving together.
It's hilarious.
Unbelievable content. Unbelievable content.
Who'd you rather get a call with? Tony Romo or Tiger Woods?
Tiger Woods, because he's done this before.
Tony Romo.
Tiger Woods has more reps.
Tony Romo looked fun. Tiger Woods, every time, he's just completely he's
Tiger's
gone, dude. He's gone.
That's scary.
Tiger's gone.
There's no talking to Tiger. He's having a good time.
Yeah.
Counterpoint. Tiger was talking to the president. So clearly there's...
He could get us out. He could get us out by making one quick phone call. You're right.
Listen, Tony Romo is 1 for 1 in surviving. Tiger Woods is like 10 for 10. Tiger Woods
did you see him warming up before he was doing the test? He was like warming up, and he's like stretching, and then the cops like, all right, like we gotta do it, and then he eventually was just like, yeah, okay, like okay, arrest me, like whatever.
No, yeah, he just can't pull something. Speaking of Romo, I don't know if y'all caught his interview on Pardon My Take. One of the cooler interviews, they basically, without asking, they asked like, hey man, so you went from a nobody undrafted Eastern Illinois guy to the star of the Dallas Cowboys and dating Jessica Simpson. What was that like? And he goes, I'm not gonna lie, dude, it was sweet. Like one of us. Unbelievable.
Yeah, honestly, I really didn't think the video was. I mean, yeah, we do not support DUIs. We do not support driving drunk, but compared to some other videos that we've seen, it was not as bad.
Dude, I swear, when we saw the Tiger Woods video, like his car was just perfectly perched upside down.
Yeah, like
and then he just walked, and then he's just walking by the phone.
I was just talking to the president.
Yeah, he's like, I've been here a time or two. I don't worry about it.
Yeah. Me and
but the Romo part was hilarious too when he's in the car and she's like, I need you to step out the vehicle, and he's like, I'm calling my lawyer real quick. He's like, just real quick, I'm gonna call my lawyer.
Listen,
then I'll be right with you.
I know I'm fucked. Let me just get on the phone with the attorney real quick.
Here's my thing on Romo. On Tiger. I wonder. We've seen him flip a car 3 or 4 times. How many times do you think he's total flipped cars? Like, how many of them like that we just
walked away? Yeah.
He just got away with it.
So there's a guy I don't work with, but I work around, if that makes sense, similar industries, and his dad is a cop down in Jupiter, and apparently they got the call, and when the call happened, the guy just goes, "Oh fuck! Anybody know about it yet?" And the first comment is like, "Yeah, the media's on the way." He's like, "Fuck!" So like you hear that and you're like, okay, yeah, he's there's a special phone line to call when Tiger flips his car.
I mean, and also speaking of golfers getting away with things, it's also turning out that his main rival Phil, also not a good guy.
Dude. Phil.
Phil.
Thanks, dude. I mean, Phil's Phil's just like what happens when you give a degenerate a bunch of money and access to fame. It's like
Yeah.
I'm gonna do cocaine and fuck hookers. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, Phil.
I wonder what him and Tiger got up to, honestly.
I'll be honest, I'd love to go play around and golf with Phil Mickelson. That would be so fun.
Could you imagine, like, we all get together with our friends and we have a couple happy hour beers and shoot the shit about the good old days? Could you imagine hearing with, like, what Tiger and Phil just, like, that's a whole, like, 30 for 30 itself. Like, Tiger Woods and Phil Mickelson, just, like, those conversations.
I read a book a few years ago. It's like, I forget who wrote it, but it's called like The Gambler or something like that. And it's about Phil Mickelson. He's like, yeah, Phil Mickelson lost like tens of millions, maybe even hundreds of millions of dollars gambling.
Yeah, that's
like he's
it's
just
like
full-blown degenerate human being.
it's not even a conspiracy. That's why he went to live. That's why he spearheaded. It was nothing to do with his passion for a different type of golf.
Yeah.
He just needed the Saudis to cover his $100 million debt that he had.
Yeah, the more I learn about Live, the more I realize it was just a pyramid scheme. It's like, hey Phil, you join us and you get 3 of your friends, and we'll pay you a percentage of those, and they'll get 3 of their friends, and we'll get 3 more of their friends. It's all just a pyramid scheme. Unbelievable though.
Hey, but I would have been very glad to be a part of that pyramid though, as a Live golfer.
Oh yeah.
You could put me anywhere you want on that pyramid. Should we draft?
I got to get a take off my chest, a hot take.
Okay.
Yeah, let's hear it.
And listen, we talked about Gamecock football, and what that would look like. We got our garnet colored glasses on. I've got a Colts hot take that I know is just me, but assuming reasonable health, so nobody's missing like the whole season. You've missed a couple games here and there. The Colts are going to have a top 3 secondary in the NFL by the end of the season. That is my hot take. And I know I'm drinking the Colts colored Kool-Aid. Don't care. If everyone stays...
you have, what's his face?
Softballs? Oh, the softballs?
Yeah, that you just splash 2 first-rounders on. Yeah, I mean, I would hope so.
I think that this goes into my take. He's going to have such a good season, people aren't worried about that. Or people aren't talking about that trade anymore. Sauce, Travarius Ward, both looking great out of camp. Cam Bynum had a great season last year. And then either the kid from Minnesota who tore his ACL last year, or Halsey, the kid from LSU, he's another guy on our PUP list. Again, PUP doesn't matter yet. Those 4, that's going to be a top 3 secondary in all of NFL football next year. That's my hot take going into right. The other one is I think Aaron Donald's going to come back midseason and join the Rams, but I think everyone's kind of talking about that.
That's not hot.
Yeah, I don't think that's a take.
What I'm saying. I think it just needs to be mentioned.
The spies have already filmed.
I think that's just a fact.
It's already.
I hope so. But yeah, that's.
Hey, listen, Sauce Gardner better have a good year. Your trade just continues to look bad.
Sauce Gardner is going to be an All-Pro at the end of this season.
That's a crazy take.
It's going to be him and Christian Gonzalez. Pat Surtain is going to get hurt, unfortunately. It's going to be Sauce and Christian Gonzalez.
Yeah, we'll see.
Anybody else?
Let's jump into our NFL draft here, boys.
All right.
So am I first now?
I was third, so I'm second.
Yep, all right. Well, I'm going to jump it right off with the best receiver of all time. Out of DuPont, West Virginia, give me Randy Moss.
Fair.
Yeah.
I mean, I got nothing. Charlie, I hate to tell you, tight ends are allowed.
Yes, tight ends are allowed.
I'm second. You are third. This to me was a 2-horse draft. I was going to take whoever Evan did in there, who I think is the best NFL receiver, just based on what he did with when he did it, and just the sheer skill he had. Kimmy Megatron, Calvin Johnson. Never seen anybody like it.
Bastard. Yeah. All right. Do I get 2?
Yep.
You get 2.
Okay, I'm gonna go with honestly, what I kind of felt was like the probably the most talented wide receiver I've still seen to date, especially like in his prime. I'm gonna go with Antonio Brown.
If you had said anybody but Antonio Brown there after that tee up, I would have been pretty upset with you. Yeah, if Antonio Brown doesn't get his dome piece taken off by Vontez Burfict, who knows what could have happened?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, he's still paying for that hit.
Yeah,
and yeah, seriously. And then as my second, I'm gonna go with just for the sheer amount of stats and Mr. Longevity King himself, Larry Fitz.
yeah. That's
Good pick.
yeah. I got you. You won't hear me ever say a bad word about Larry Fitz. Man, I've got a big list here. There was just so many fun players we had, but there's one guy who, if we're really talking, the streets will never forget. But man, I wish I could watch him play again. If he had played in today's NFL, mainly because I know if I leave him alone, Evan's not going to let me get him back. Give me Josh Gordon. Maybe the most electric NFL receiver we've ever seen if weed was just legal when he played football. His numbers, if you haven't looked at them, I want to say he in 14 games played, he had 1,000 yards, 15 touchdowns. But I'll pull those up while you're picking.
Is that your second? Is that your second pick?
Oh yeah.
Wow,
Okay.
that's a little early for me there. But
I
respect the pick.
didn't have faith that he'd come back around, and I want him on my squad.
all right, so I'm gonna go Julio Jones, and then give me. That's my quarterback, man. Terrell Owens.
Yeah.
I love both of those. Yeah.
Great
God.
picks. Great picks.
Dude, T.O. was fucking good. When he had 14 catches against the Patriots in the 2004 Super Bowl and a broken ankle, that was pissing me off to no extent as a little 6-year-old kid.
Everyone remembers T.O. on that Eagles, like with McNabb.
I am gonna dip my tiggity toes into the tight end room. And I'm gonna take the best tight end of all time with Robert James Gronkowski. This guy,
Thank God. If someone didn't take him, I was
sucked.
going to lose my mind.
this guy was. People forget that he might have been a top 5 best blocking tight end of all time.
I don't think it's debatable. I think he probably was the best blocking tight end of all time.
I only don't say that because there's other tight ends who were only there because they were too small to be left tackle, like a Mercedes Lewis type guy when he was really banging around. But I'm taking Rob
I don't know,
Gronkowski.
man.
Do they have to have finished their career?
Yes,
Yes.
they can't be playing. So
Yeah, right. Yeah. Do I get two?
you
Yep.
do get to.
All right, I'm gonna go with, since we're on the tight end train, Tony Gonzalez.
Yep.
Just a freak of nature.
A better tight end, the best tight end we've ever seen, in my opinion, as far as pass catching tight end goes.
Yes, yeah. I think from a pure catching standpoint, absolutely. Now, what could have been, could you imagine, maybe if he didn't
Shoot somebody.
get his bell rung, Aaron Hernandez, what he might have put up for numbers, who
Yeah.
was kind of a young Tony Gonzalez. Apart from the double
Okay.
murder, but
And then I gotta go with a guy that I just remember just always seeing him, and I feel like every time I watched him, he was either scoring or doing some kind of crazy play. But Hines Ward.
dude, Hines Ward could take a beating over the middle too. Tough receiver.
Not where I thought you were going with that. I actually deleted the wrong person from my list. My next pick is a guy that was slept on most of his career because he was quiet. He never had a quarterback. He played for some of the most dreadful NFL teams of all time. I would love to watch Andre Johnson play football.
Damn
again.
it! Great pick. All right. And then I'm going to go with one of the more electric players of a generation,
Oh, fuck off.
Deshaun Jackson. Just give me my
Not
pick.
where I was going with that, but yeah, still good pick.
And to conclude it, I got two names here. I'm gonna, you know what? Give me Mr. Reliable. Give me Marvin Harrison.
Thanks. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh man, for my last pick, fool. Again, these are guys I want to see play again, not necessarily the best of all time. This guy was born to play in the Twitter era. This guy was so athletic, he tried out for Kansas City FC soccer. Give me Chad Ocho Cinco
pick.
Johnson.
Good pick. I mean, there was a time where he was definitely one of the top 5 receivers in the NFL. He was such
Without
a good
a doubt.
route runner and just creating space.
Without a doubt.
So good.
Without a doubt. He was playing on a team. At first, the quarterback throwing to him was John Kitna. That's how good this guy was.
And, I mean, Bill Belichick rants and raves about this guy. This is a big Bill Belichick guy. I mean, Bill Belichick's game planning around you says a lot about you.
At one point, the Bengals had Ocho Cinco and Ocho Uno with T.O.
I mean, and people forget how good of a receiving core the Bengals were poised to have. They had
Who's your mama?
T.J. Houshmandzadeh, Chris Henry, rest in peace. Also, side note, Chris
Henry's kid, dude.
Listen to this. Apparently, Chris Henry's kid, the 5-star wide receiver, not the best wide receiver as a freshman out of Ohio State camp. I believe his name is Brock Boyd, a 3-star kid out of South Lake Carroll, Texas.
That's a white kid, if I've ever heard of one.
Really? So there's a tradition at Ohio State where you lose. I think it's like a black band for freshmen. I thought it would be Chris Henry Jr. lose it first. It was this Brock Boyd kid. I know his last name's Boyd. It might not be Brock Boyd, but I think it is. He lost it in 3 days. Only player to ever lose it sooner than him, Jeremiah Smith.
Brock Boyd is on it. Oh, that's
so freshman wide receiver, someone to watch out of Ohio State. Wide receiver, you.
Number 26. That's nasty work.
Oh, sorry, we kind of got derailed there. Charlie, back over to you.
Is DeAndre Hopkins retired now?
I lost you. What'd you say?
Is DeAndre Hopkins retired now?
Is it just me, Ev, or am I lost?
Yeah, I've lost him too.
Okay.
Charlie, we just need one more wide receiver out of you.
All I keep hearing is he retired?
Is DeAndre Hopkins retired?
He is.
I'll allow DeAndre Hopkins.
Oh, that changes.
He's coaching for the Patriots right now.
Is he retired?
If not DeAndre, then Reggie Wayne.
I think so. He's coaching for the Patriots.
If he's retired, that plays, and I'm mad at myself for not doing any research because he should be on this list. But I'll let you take it.
I couldn't take a Clemson guy. That's why I decided to take Marvin Harrison.
No, DeAndre Hopkins is so good. I don't even associate.
You guys took all mine.
I don't even associate DeAndre Hopkins with Clemson because he's that good.
That's fair.
I would like the record to show Josh Gordon was a bit of a ridiculous take at number 2. I didn't think he'd come back around. But if we're just talking guys we want to see play football again, in the season that he peaked, 14 games with the Cleveland Browns, 87 catches, 1,700 yards, and 9 touchdowns. In 14 games,
he was fun to watch.
Brady Croyle throwing him the football.
Brody Croyle.
Same fucking thing, dude. You and I could have been throwing the football.
Yo, I didn't know how...
Josh Gordon on the record saying I would do an 8-ball pregame to get myself jacked up.
I didn't know how many yards Anquan Bolden had.
Anquan
Bolden's big too.
Anquan Bolden, one of those guys.
This guy's up there.
Like Michael Crabtree to me, where it's like he's just got strong hands. He's gonna come down with the ball.
Steve Smith Sr. He was pretty fun to watch.
I was surprised that neither of y'all said him.
I thought about
Reggie Wayne.
Yeah.
Antonio Gates can get a little bit of a shout for me. I just didn't think he deserved to be on my list, but he was close.
Torrey Holt was on my list. Torrey Holt and Isaac Bruce were both on my list. Jimmy Graham was my only other tight end.
Jason Witten.
Ooh, Jason Witten's a good one.
Jason Witten great for like that mid 2000s tight end, but he just didn't move the needle enough for me.
Hey, honestly, we probably should have given Greg Olson a shout for tight ends in college, purely based off his rap song, his one-hit wonder.
True. A couple other guys. Wes Welker, guy was unbelievable to watch. The Alshon Jeffrey, AJ Green, Demarius Thomas, Dante Hall, human highlight film. Unbelievable.
Human joystick.
That's right.
I enjoyed Edelman for what it's worth. I feel like he had some crazy moments like that Falcons game.
Santonio Holmes had a couple seasons there where he was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Jordy Nelson, shout out to the white guys. Brandon Marshall.
Plaxico Burress had a good few offseason highlights too with the shooting himself in the leg. That's always a classic.
People forget Gamecock legend really peaked with the Brett Favre Vikings year. Sidney Rice was unbelievable.
Yeah, true. I was about to throw them in, but I feel like it wouldn't have been fair for a top 5. Devin Hester and Dante Hall.
I said Dante. Yeah, Devin Hester.
Devin Hester.
That's
just a return.
I would have given it to you for sure, but yeah, same with Dante Hall. Like they're
it just would have been funny.
Utility guys. Anybody who played Madden 2005 with Ray Lewis on the cover, Roddy White and Chris Chambers, real streets will never forget kind of guys. Unbelievable in their time.
Demarius Thomas.
Yeah, Keyshawn was a little bit early for me, but still worth mentioning.
Yep.
Man, football's back, guys. Oh, one last guy. I couldn't mention him, but when he was at his peak, the reason he got a record-breaking deal to go to the Giants, Kenny Golladay, those couple years with the Lions, not worth being on a list of ours, but worth mentioning. Kenny Golladay was an absolute monster.
Golden Tate had some moments too.
I remember him.
I thought about him for my college list. Golden Tate.
Also, college receiver, I couldn't say. I meant to give a shout out to an MLB pitcher. And listen, watching
Jeff
Samardzija throw this young man the ball, Jeff Samardzija was incredible.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Jeff Samardzija could have been great in the NFL.
He was unbelievable. A guy that Connor Shaw always mentions as his best friend and most reliable receiver, Bruce Ellington.
Really?
Alshon Jeffrey.
Yeah. Alshon was dude. Just
dude, he had a good. Ace Sanders. I mean, Ace Sanders, a little bit more in the return game, but Ace Sanders was fun to watch too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was a fantastic first, kind of really diving deep into some football. Like you mentioned, we're 30 days out for some live action, meaningful football games. I can't wait to keep, just racking up the knowledge off season and prepared to win a national championship there. I'm ecstatic. It's really going to be good coming back this time next year as a national champion.
Boys,
what's next week? Quarterbacks?
We got to hold on quarterbacks till we get somebody scheduled. but coming soon.
Maybe defense. We'll do defense. Defensive players.
What if we do secondary?
All right.
Yeah. Secondary. Because I think I got first pick for the college draft. That's all I care about.
All right, fellas.
Guys, before we jump off, what kind of cinemas y'all watching right now?
Odyssey.
Have you seen it yet?
No. When are we watching? Charlie, let's go watch Odyssey on Sunday.
Not yet, but yeah, I'm down.
I went and saw it again.
And
really
trying to see.
Yeah, I got bored. It was almost better the second time.
I restarted Chernobyl yesterday, and that's one of the premier miniseries that's been invented of all time.
I need to get something. I'm not watching anything right now. I'm all out of shows. I need something.
Go back, rewatch Chernobyl. 5 episodes.
I'm looking at doing Sopranos. Right Getting back. I'm going to redo Sopranos.
Okay, fair. I also, for the first time ever, which is crazy, I watched A Few Good Men for the first time the other day.
No. What?
I've only ever seen the last scenes.
Oh, God.
Unbelievable.
Great movie.
I'm a Tom Cruise hater on the record. Great film.
Yeah.
But, all right, boys.
Peace.
Adios.